All right, what's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Tuesday, September 19th. Very narrow range on the SPY daily today. Very low volume. It was just stupid out there, and I've been saying this for a while. Um, FOMC decision on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure they're going to hold it. That's what everyone's saying. They're going to hold it, no change. But the language that they say after that is probably what's going to matter the most for the market. And you could have some chaos Wednesday afternoon. Until then, the Monday and Tuesday, usually it's pretty dead. And it was today for sure. The SPY is, again, below the 8-day, the 50-day, and the 20-day. The 200 days all the way down here, though. But again, one day's action doesn't mean that much, does it? I'm going to show you AVGR, Nick C in chat. It was a gapper this morning. Let me zoom this over. That's actually not working. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, I fixed it. I swear I'm not drinking. I just had trouble manipulating. I'm using a different chart than I usually do, so because I wanted to use the one with the 50-day on it. Anyway, that said, Nick C gave AVGR when it looked about like this, over 725 I did. I'll put the horizontal line there. So you can see it hit it right here. The earlier high was 747. It was a morning gapper, chopping, and finally get over 725. Bulls are basically in charge, and then you can see what happened. That was a great call. So you got the rip through 725, the rip through the high day, and a halt, and then it opened up higher. So it went to 850 from the 725. But the beauty of it was it took about 5 minutes, right? Not counting the time of the halt. So it was a great post by Nick. While I'm showing you this, let me switch to after hours because this is going to be on watch tomorrow. Hold on. Let me scroll over first. So you can see kind of had the ugly close, right? Went out at the low of the day. So you have this little shooting star look on the daily candle. Now let me add after hours. And it literally did that in after hours. I don't know what's up there. I don't know if they had another headline, but absolutely ripped. So with that kind of action, went from the mid sixes to 12. It looks like in about 3 minutes. We got to put this one back on watch tomorrow. That's all I'm saying, right? Who knows if it'll still be gapping in the morning, but that's some crazy action. So it goes on watch. And I mean, there was definitely some crazy action today. This isn't on watch or anything, but look at CCG. It's not an errant tick. It actually did this. I'll give you the numbers. The low of the day, 850. And I apologize for my language. I shit you not. The high of day, $200. And here it is on an intraday. It's one of those that just kept go up a little bit, halt. Come out of the halt, halt. Come out of the halt, halt. I mean, there's no way to trade it. And imagine being the one to buy it at 200 and then they opened it below 140. Just once in my life, right? Once in my life, I want to be in one of these like right here and then sell the top. It'll never happen, I'm sure. But anyway, I just wanted to show you something that was, an example of how stupid things can get out there. All right. Anyway, what are we watching for tomorrow? If you are new to my videos, please pause the video and read that, all right? I'll give you the very shorthand version. I'm a day trader. I don't hold anything overnight, but read that. It kind of gives an example of what we do. So what are we watching tomorrow? Let me get back to the daily charts here. UPTD made one of those stupid moves I just talked about a few weeks ago. I'll give you the numbers there. Went from 824 to 33, all right? Then came all the way back down, round tripped and then some, then had this big pop. 3 sessions ago. Looked like it was coming right back down, and today had a decent pop too. So I definitely want to keep my eyes on that one. BCRX, kind of breaking out of a range here. Nice volume, maybe some follow through tomorrow. GRPN, Groupon, topped out back here. When I say topped out, I mean like the recent high, 1378. Starting to curl back up. Maybe we retest it. Maybe we break through it. So it goes on watch with a handsome daily chart. AMPX, nice volume and a pretty strong close. Maybe a follow-through day there. Carvana, let me go to the weekly again just to show you. Still looks good on the weekly. You got this big cup and handle that lasted about a year. And one of these days it may just squeeze above this area. So right now we've got a couple red days in a row, but I'm still above the 8-day. Still a valid setup, so I'm keeping that one on watch. NKLA is extended here. You had the big day, then the gap up. Remember, we had this on watch come into today. Because I said you had the pop, then you had the gap up in the close, and nobody's really winning when you compare, longs versus shorts, bulls versus bear. And then today it actually ripped pretty good again. So this thing's holding up really, really well. I agreed with Alan H today about a pullback idea on this one. It missed, I think, both of our bids by a couple pennies, but I did like the idea. So anyway, I never got involved in that one today. VSCO, it's not a handsome chart, but I still can't ignore the volume on Friday, the strong move. I think that was on an insider purchase. So if you just look at the last couple days, you've still got a nice pop and a quiet inside day. So I am still looking for a third day play, but the daily doesn't look so great, right? TTOO, I almost never put a penny stock on watch, but I'm putting this one on watch. Traded almost almost 500 million shares, 423 million shares today. But you do have the 200-day up here, which looks to be, let me get this right, getting old, it's hard to see, 62 cents, and it looks like it closed at 46 cents. So, and you've got a recent high back here of like 68 or 69 cents. So a lot of times when you're breaking out and you got 200-day above, that can act as a magnet. So I'm actually going to watch this penny stock and see if we get an A+ long setup for a possible follow-through day tomorrow. All right. AVGR, already talked about this one with that after hours move, so that one's on watch. DG is Dollar General. It's still continuing this ugly chart. People hammering me on StockTwits. Somebody accused me of trying to talk people into it and selling puts, selling calls. I don't know. I've never freaking traded an option in my life, but you know, I got accused of putting this piece of crap on watch because I'm trying to take money from my members, and I can't understand people on StockTwits. If you have something on watch and then it falls the next day, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're real good, aren't you, idiot?" People don't understand what a watch list is. A freaking watch list. If I get an A+ bounce play setup in DG, I'll try a trade in it. But in the meantime, everything on this list is just on watch. I have it. You ever see my setup? I have 6 monitors. I'm watching a lot of things. By the way, same thing with Chewy. CHWY. It's just been bleeding. And you are starting to get, if you connect the tops of these daily candles kind of with a line in your mind, you can almost use the blue line there. You can kind of see it's getting that little bit of shape change, right? And a little bit of extra volume. So I am putting Chewy on watch for a snapback bounce, just like Dollar General DG. I may never trade either one of them if they don't give me a setup. IONQ, very strong stock just a few days ago, and now we've got 4 days in a row down into the 50-day. Possible bounce there. We'll see if we get a setup. And then lastly, ELUT. Actually, a nice volume today, but that's not why it's on watch. In after hours, this is trading at $1.85 right now. So I'm assuming they had news in after hours and it's trading. So if it's trading right about there. So if it's still gapping in the morning, that'll go on our gap playlist. And I've said enough. That's it for me. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning. Have a great night.